Greetings everyone, I am Mr. John Mark Silogranio and I will be talking about converting fractions to decimals and vice versa. So first, let's convert fractions to decimals. Let's convert 1/2 to its decimal form. So as we all know, fractions compose of the numerator and the denominator. So, in converting fractions to decimals, any common fraction can be converted by using the long division of the numerator by the denominator. So, let's use the denominator as your divisor and your numerator as your dividend. So, 1 divided by 2. So, 1 divided by 2. As we all know, the divisor is greater than the dividend. So let's have a review. 1 here, we all know that 1 can be written as 1.0 or 1.00 or 1.000. All of these is just equal to 1. So 1 can be written as 1.0. So if we disregard the decimal point, it just looks like 10. So 10 divided by 2, that's 5. 5 times 2, that's 10. So 10 minus 10, that's 0. So obviously, we get 5. But that's not our answer. So the last step is to copy the decimal point. Bring it up. Bring it up. So here, we will bring the decimal point here. So our final answer is 0.5. But the more appropriate way to write decimal point is to write 0 here. So 1/2 is just equal to 0.5. Pretty easy, right? Let's have another example. How about if we convert 3/4 to its decimal form? So let's divide the numerator by the denominator. So 3 divided by 4. So 3, we all know that can be written as 3.0. So it just looks like 30. So 30 divided by 4, that's 7. 7 times 4, that's 28. 30 minus 28, that's 2. Then 2 divided by 4, the divisor is greater than the dividend. So 3.0 can be written as 3.00. Let's add some 0 here. Then since we add some 0 here, we will bring it down. So it will become 20. So 20 divided by 4, that's 5. So 5 times 4, that's 20. 20 minus 20, that's 0. So obviously we get 75. But what's the last step again? Yes, you're right. Copy the decimal point. So the decimal point is here. So bring it up here. The more appropriate way to write decimal is, yes, you're right. Put some 0 here. So 3/4 is just equal to 0.75. Easy, right? So let's move on to converting decimals to fractions. Okay. In converting decimals to fractions, it is important to read the decimal properly. The manner of reading terminating decimals is of great help in converting it to fraction in lowest terms. For example, 0.41. It is read as 41 hundredths. Therefore, its fraction form is this one used as your numerator, 41 over hundreds used as your denominator, which is 1. So, therefore, 0.41 is just equal to 41 over 100. Let's have another example. 0.125. It is read as 125 thousandths. So 125 thousandths. Then we can convert it to fraction form. So this one we will be using this as your numerator, and this one will be using this as your denominator. And then don't stop there. 125 over 1000 can be converted into its lowest form. So find their greatest common factor. 125 and 1000 as the greatest common factor of 125. You're right. So 125 divided by 125, that's 1. And 1000 divided by 125, that's 8. So 0.125 is just equal to 1 over 8. Easy, right? So let's have another difficult example. How about if we convert 0.666? That one. This one indicates that the decimal is a repeating decimal. So, as we all know, 0.666 with the bar here, we can write this as 0.666666666 and so on. So, how do we convert this repeating decimal? So, let's have an abstract thing. We can convert this in an abstract way. So, in algebraic way, of course. So, let's take this 0.66666 as your x. Okay, so if we multiply 10 here, so it will become 10x. So this, if we multiply 10 here, obviously the decimal point will just move once. So here, so this one will be 6.666. Okay, got it? Then let's equate the two equations. So 10x, let's minus it out. Minus x equals 6.666 minus this one, 0.666, because we use the 10x here, and then the equivalent for 10x is just 6.666. So that's it. minus x. That's it. The equivalent for x is this. So 10x minus x, that's 9x, equals 6.6666 minus 0.6666, that's 6. So just copy the whole number. So let's divide both sides by 9 to isolate the x. So cancel x equals 6 over 9. But there's more. We can reduce this fraction to lowest form. So these two numbers, the numerator and the denominator, has the GCF of 3. So 6 divided by 3, that's 2. 9 divided by 3, that's 3. So 0.666 is just equal to 2/3. So that's the way you convert repeating decimals. Once again, I am Anmark Salagranya, and I hope you have fun.